Hi everyone, so I'm just doing a wee update for the last time. Things have been up and down as always, never a day you don't know what's going to happen some days. I've had a lot of upper body muscular pain to the point that, I think was it 4 weeks ago, right, we had to call an ambulance. It was an extraordinary pain, and I had used I get prescribed morphine, but it's actually for my breathing, not for pain. But we had increased the morphine because I was in so much pain. But this day I was in a lot of pain right through to my chest, and we thought, right, that's not quite right. So we spoke to my nurse, and my consultant ordered us to phone 111. So we had the ambulance and ended up in A&E and got all the checks. So that was really good. I was in the hospital for about 4 and a bit hours. Unfortunately, Danny wasn't able to come with me because of COVID, so that was a bit stressful for you, wasn't it? But I was well taken care of, put in a wee room because I'm completely immunosuppressant, so I was kept secure away from everybody else. I got a scan on my heart and x-rays, and nothing showed up there was any deterioration or any heart problems. So it's absolutely fabulous because you don't know where the pain's coming from. So they just put it down to lots of muscle pain because I've been coming down on the steroids, and that can be a reaction also, but also because my muscles are really always working extra hard to make me breathe every day. So as you know, I've been working in the complementary therapy industry for 20 years, and ironically working with people with cancer and life-limiting conditions. So being able to apply all this to what I do, and like I said in my last video, I taught Danny how to do some Reiki and some Thai massage during the summer there, which is really helpful. But he's also been doing like back massage and things on me too. I just really want to show you today what we've been doing, because this has been an ongoing problem, and it's helped me to now reduce the morphine because we've been doing extra massage, and I've been getting therapists back in now doing therapies because the COVID restrictions have sort of been lifted on that, so that's great. But Danny's also been doing his bit too, so it does really help. See, getting daily massage, and I make oils up too because I'm trained in aromatherapy, so I make these oils up. So I've got to be really careful what I use because of the smells, because I only have 23% in my lungs that work. I have lots of things in the house that help to purify the air, therefore we don't use any candles or plug-ins or aerosols. You've got to buy roll-ons now, deodorant and everything, so everybody in the household's got to change their ways, and anybody coming into the house can't be wearing extra perfumes or that. But I'm still able to use some aromatherapy, the way that I dilute them, and because I'm quite knowledgeable in that, I can use things that help with the spasms, which also helps to reduce the amount of painkillers that I'm on too. And if anybody knows that if you're taking any codeine based or opiate based painkillers, it can lead to a lot of gastro problems, and especially getting bagged up, and that all leads to taking more medication and more medication. So it's really good to have the knowledge of working with complementary stuff. But I just want to show you, so it's not only me, but Danny is my carer, and he's still working, and you're 40 now, we're getting older. So he comes with a lot of problems. I remember when I met you and you told me that back issues is, you says to me, my dad's got a sore back, and back issues are sort of running the family, and I was already trained in massage and doing sports injuries and things. No, don't be daft, come in for a massage. And I remember the first time, we'd only been dating for how long? A few weeks or something. Few weeks, only just dating, just seeing each other, and he comes, I thought, is this a good idea or no? But I really want to help him and prove that, I can help your back, you didn't need to be suffering here. But of course you had to get his clothes off, you've got to be professional. Never ever dated a client, but he was my date before he was a client, so that was fine. And that night after we did the massage, you were my last client in the salon, weren't you? You never had a massage before, and you were about falling asleep on the table, and we were going out for a meal afterwards. And your pals were all texting you, weren't they? Saying, how's it going? And he was like to me, I'm really sorry that I can hardly speak, because I says, that's perfectly normal after a massage. You're just like completely out the game. And still to this day, when Danny gets a massage, that's him, off ski. Nod and land. But anyway, I think we stayed at that place, wasn't it, in Grangemouth? We had our mealie and we stayed for a few hours. It perked up after a while and we got a good blather. And that night was our first proper kiss, wasn't it? Our first wee kiss in the car park before we said cheerio. But I just want to show you that, you know, Danny has issues too that you can maybe relate to, because I'll video this in a little minute, but do you want me to tell your history, or do you want to? What age were you when you fell?
1.
But when you fell, right back to your childhood, when you fell out that tree and got blood poisoning?
8.
8. So when Danny was 8, he fell out a tree and got blood poisoning in one of his legs. And to this day, he's now got a really vascular leg, so lots of varicose veins in that leg, and now his hip alignment is really, really off, so he had a lot of lower back pain because of that. And that's just because as you grow and get older, your body just adapts to things. So sometimes pain and injuries in your body can relate right back to childhood, and that's where I traced it right back to. So even though he might be getting shoulder pain or whatever, it always is going to come from Danny's like core, from his low back and his leg. So that's where he gets issues from. So I work Danny's low back quite a lot of the time, and he works my upper back. So and if you've got like the same issues, you don't need any fancy stuff. I'm lucky, obviously. I've got the cabin, which you might have seen before, and I've got a hydraulic bed there, and I've got a massage chair. But you know, half the time we don't pull all that out, because sometimes I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh God, I'm really, really sore. Can you rub this cream into me? Or, you know, Danny might be sore. So what we do is we just get this normal chair. You've probably got a chair sitting about in the house. And then just to make somebody comfortable, is we just use towels or pillows, and then just massage that way. So do you want to, I'm going to try and turn this camera so that we can see. So this is just a normal chair, IKEA special chair. I think like £11 or something there, IKEA specials. I'll turn that there. So we've just got our normal chair there. And then I'll just get Danny to sort of straddle it. Do you want to straddle it so that you're over the back? Right, and then do you want to take your top off? I'll tuck this wee towel in so nobody sees your builder's bum. There we go. And then because there's a gap, your black's all red there. He's sitting on the back of there. Because you've got a gap now, there's a gap there. If I was to push on there, it means he's going to be holding against me, so he's not going to be comfortable. So what I'm going to do is, do you want to put them in until you're comfy? But 1 or 2? 2. And then he can just lean right over there. Oh, he's got marks on his back, but that's just because of the red bits there. Now, sometimes we do like a proper retreatment, and sometimes we do just a quick treatment. But if you want to do a proper retreatment, you could put some music on, and if you're able to put some candles on and things. I'm just going to clean my hands first, so it's important, and catch my breath. it's important, not just with COVID, but as a therapist anyway, and because of hygiene, to always clean your hands before you make contact with somebody. So this is why I don't do this as a profession anymore, but I can do just enough to help my husband. But I'll just wait a wee minute till my sats come up. So I've got my wee oximeter here. Oh, and I'll just wait till my oxygen comes up a wee bit before I get started. So I'm on like 86 here, so we'll wait till it goes into 94 plus. Oh, you see how my heart rate and my, I don't know if you can see this back to front, but it's 87 now. If I shut up, Maureen, it'll come up faster. That's my problem, I like to talk. But you just got to wait. That's part of my disease, you see. When I move or do anything, and it's not been much there, I just walked a little bit, it uses up the oxygen. So you think that, oh, I'm on oxygen, I'm getting at the moment about 12-13 litres per minute, which is a pretty high prescription because I've got 2 machines running down the stairs and a big lead here that's took me up the stairs. Here we are, we're better now, 96, but my heart rate's still pretty high, 121 now, which means my heart's working harder to get the oxygen. But anyway, I think I'm a bit hot, so I'm going to take my top off. And I'm just going to show you a little bit. And I will, you know, I think at one point, we've had that many people message us and that, asking us wee tips and things. But I think at one point I will do a wee video when I'm able. You know, like I say, you never ever know what days are going to be good and what days are going to be bad. You just got to roll with it. So take plenty oil. And what I would say is never use baby oil or anything like that. Try and use something natural like almond oil, or you know, even olive oil's really good. It might have a smell to it, but buy some nice massage oil. And it's always about going nice and slow to start with. And then your full hand is just on there. So I'm sort of sitting down on a chair at the moment. I'm just going all over the back. You go round the shoulder blades. I'm just pushing forward. So once we've done some nice effleurage, you can do some with the flat part here. It's just pressing down, so not these knuckly parts because that can be really sore. It's just go round in circles. You see how I'm leaning forward, pushing in a little bit? I'm using my body weight here, like that. Just either side of the bottom of the back, just above the hip bones, which you should feel there as well. And you can work your way. See, a lot of people miss out the side bits, and this side bit here at the waist is a muscle here called your quadratus lumborum, your QL muscle, and it attaches the upper back to the lower back here at the sides, and sort of when you're twisting round to the sides here, it can get really tight, or you might not have full range of motion there. So again, I'm not ever going to press on the spine, so I'm always working at the side of the spine, but working right out to the side. And again, I can feel the ribs here, so I'm not going to be pressing on the ribs either. So the rule is never press on bony landmarks. And then I can do like a nice figure of 8. So I'm using one hand over the other, and I'm going round in a figure 8, so round about the hip bone. On a woman you might see it better because men are not got any kind of curves there, but you can sort of see I'm feeling round there just to make that nice and warmed up here. And actually it's a myth that going deep can help. A lot of people think, oh, that's no hurting, so you're not doing any good. You need to relax the person first. I'll end up getting dead geeky, and you know, because I've taught massage for a long time to thousands of students. But if your client or the person is not relaxed, then they're just going to tense up. So when you're pressing and it's hurting them, they think, oh, that's good, but they will involuntarily be tightening their muscle up. So a lot of repetitive, deeper, full hand movements are better to relax your client. So it's all about repeating the movement over and over again. So say in reps of 3, 5, 7, 6, 10, whatever your OCD number is, you know, you might have a number. I'll just go back to that full back again. So that's sort of what I would just keep doing, these deeper movements round the low back here with these knuckles. A little bit of figure of 8, like that, just repeating. And then you always get feedback for your client. How does that feel, Dan?
Okay.
Again, see when you start to massage people that are family or friends, they're always the most critical, I think, as well. But also, don't be too critical to the person that's massaging you. They're not a massage therapist if they're doing this. Just be really, really thankful as well. So if you're on the receiving end too, just be really grateful. But also give some feedback. You know, they might be going too fast. Like if I started to go like that.
No, calm yourself.
Well, calm myself, you see. Or if I started to go like that. You know, how does that feel?
Easy on,
Aye.
Yeah.
So it's all about slow, repetitive moves. Your full hand as well. So for my hand to be full, I need to be relaxed. And when I'm relaxed, I can feel where it's tight too. Because if I was tense, I can't really read the tissue. And there's gaps in between, you see? Anyway, this is going to end up a massage lesson. But this is the kind of thing that we do for each other. And it really, really helps. And like I say, you don't need to have any fancy equipment at all. So there we are. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed that wee video. I said I was going to do that for a wee while. Maybe let Danny massage my upper back and record that. Show you some moves on the upper back and the neck as well. So thanks for listening, and thanks everybody for your messages. Love to you all. I'm going to really try. I said the last time, always saying I'm going to do more videos. I am going to try, but like I say, things happen that are unexpected. So for a while there I was in a lot of pain for 3 weeks after that hospital admission, and then I had to come down on the morphine, which was train spotting. That's all I'm going to say. Train spotting moment. It was not nice. Anyway, having a good day today, and the humidity sort of messes around. Got so much to share, so much tips in that as well, like with the humidity. Anyway, that's all for today. I'll maybe do another wee video on humidity and how we've managed to get the right air conditioning and things in the house to help me breathe better. But we're saying bye, Dan.
No. Bye.
Bye. See, he's hardly half sleeping already. Okay, have a good day. Bye.